Hi sweet friends, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have another wreath making video for you. This, I cannot remember, I believe I got from Hobby Lobby for $3.99, and that is the larger ring, but the ones from the Dollar Tree will work just fine. I ordered this from Trendy Tree. I think it was on clearance. It is metal, so don't have to worry about it being outside because I want to place this wreath out on my front door for the upcoming 4th of July holiday, and I'll probably leave it up for the whole month of July. I've got 2 holes already pre-drilled, and I think that might be enough for me. If not, I can go pre-drill a couple of holes on the side if needed. I have some red. You could use red or blue or white. These little chenille stems or pipe cleaners, whichever one you want to call them. I have some wire cutters if needed. I also have some little daisy flowers, and I'm just probably going to use the wire part of these because I don't like to use glue on any of my wreaths that I'm going to hang outside, because here in Kentucky we get a lot of humid weather and a lot of heat, and especially during July and August, so I don't want glue dripping down my door. And then I have some of these little flags, and I got these a bunch from the Dollar Tree. These over here, I wish I had gotten a little more solid, but this is all going to blend in together because it's got the red, white, and blue. This is the bigger of the 2. I got these from Trendy Tree. I think they were on sale or clearance. This is 21 inch by 10 yards, and this one is 10 inch by 10 yards. And I know that that is going to make be more than enough for a wreath. You could probably get 1 large wreath and 1 small. And when I say small, very, very cute. These came from the Dollar Tree, and these are small ones. And how adorable would that be to make if you have, maybe if you're in an apartment, you could put a small wreath on your door. You could even put a big one if you wanted. I'm not sure. This is going to be pretty fluffy, so you know, I may make it more fluffy coming out at the top than I do around. So we'll see how that goes. But these are just cute and adorable. And if I have time, I'll go ahead and show you how I would make one of these. Especially with this right here, and then you can add something like a little truck, a little red truck, or just put a couple of flags in the center, because even though this looks a little large, once you get that fluff around there, and then put your flags or anything in the middle that you want it. So if I have time, I'll try to make one of these small ones as well. Some of my pipe cleaners are already cut in small. I would much rather use the larger ones to start with, because then you can add more in that pipe cleaner once you get them tied off. So let me go ahead and get started and get this cleaned off. I also found these stars. They're just some wooden stars that were, I think, on one of those garlands, and I took it apart, and I don't know where the blue one is. If I could find the blue one, I would use it, red, white, and blue. Maybe in the meantime it'll show up here, but I may go ahead and use those too. I like to let my ribbon, my mesh ribbon, just go off of the edge of my table, and then I'm just going to use this side, and both sides are the same, so there's not a right or wrong side. So let's go ahead and get our chenille stems. on our wreath form. Okay, for the outside ring, I think I'm going to do every one on the outside and every other one on the inside. Okay, we got these on the inside. Now that we have this, we're just going to start gathering it. Just gathering it all together. And then we start with the ones on the outside. Leave enough of this that you can tuck in that wire and sort of hide it. But just twist a couple of times, not too much to break your chenille stems. And we'll come back and we can tuck that in the back when we get to that point. And we're just going to work our way all the way around on each outside. Now, I'm not going to make this extremely fluffy on the outer side. Normally, I probably would gather about 10 inches between each one of these. We can come back and fluff these all in a minute once we get them done. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speed this up and work all the way around. When I get to this last one, the first one I started in, I will stop it here and show you how to connect, and then we're going to move on down to the next chenille stem on the inside. Okay guys, I am down here to the next one, next to the last one. I measured 10 inches and I'm going to twist that in rather snug. Don't want it to move around. All right, we're coming back to this one, and this is why we want all of our chenille stems extra long, because we're going to add another one in that one. So, going to measure my 10, approximately 10. Going to put it back here in the very first one we started with, snugly. And twist, just a couple of twists. Now the next thing we want to do, we need to move to the inside. So for the inside, still want to use measure the 10, approximately 10, and we're just going to move this, get this down to the next chenille stem on the inside. Tighten and twist. And you can fluff if you want as you go. I have been. Make it look any way you want. And this next one is going to go over here on the inside. Now on the inside we did every other one. So that looks about like 10. Gonna work all the way around up to the last one. I'm gonna speed it up. So I have the last one that I'm gonna gather. And I'm gonna go back into the very first one I started on the inside. And that would be this one right here. And twist. You've got 2 in this twist tie. And then I'm going to cut some of this off, but enough that I can take it down and bury it in the back. Okay, and I've got that twisted off. Now I want to take this part and take it back here and just sort of bury it in. You can weave it through just to give it a little stability. You could take a twist tie and twist it off. Let me see. And there it is. All right, that was the 21 inch by the 10 yards, and I didn't use near 10 yards. I probably used half, so there's another one. Okay, what I have next, I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to work on this because I'm going to put in either I can do curly cues or the little rosettes, and I really love the curly cues. So if you're not sure what I'm talking about, my last spring wreath, I had showed you the difference in those. You could go back and watch that video if you wanted to. But for now, I'm going to do these little curly cues on this one, and this will fill in a lot of the holes. Everywhere I will do sets of 3, and everywhere there is a chenille stem or a pipe cleaner, you're going to add 3 of the little curly cues. So I'm going to do one as example, and then I'm going to speed this process up all the way around, and then we'll move on to putting the centerpiece in. So I think I'm going to cut these at 12 inches. 1, 2, 3, and just going to roll these up. Hold that one in your hand. 2. You can roll them up as tight as you want or as loose as you want. You know, you decide. 3. So you have 3 curly cues, and you're going to go find a chenille stem. Tighten and twist. Now, some of your chenille stems, you have one down here and one up here, and that's okay. And you can fluff these as you go, or you can come back and fluff later. So we're going to go ahead and put a set of 3 curly cues in every chenille stem you see. So there was, I think, 12 on the outside and 5 on the inside. So let me speed this up, and when I get to the end, then we'll move on to putting our accessories on the wreath. Okay guys, you probably seen that I didn't put any in the inside here. I usually have 2 rolls of the small, but obviously I only got 1, and I'm not sure why. Probably my mistake in ordering. So I went ahead and did the outside with my curly cues because the inside is going to have the sign anyway. This is a metal sign, and it's going to go here in the middle. All right, I have to compromise here, guys. So let me see what I can do. I did have some extra of this. So I think I'm going to put this on the inside, and so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to cut about 12 inches. And then I'm just going to gather this. Just like this, guys. It just looks like what I call a little floret. And I need to fill in the inside. I guess you could take the time and make these curly cues, but this is a little bit quicker and easier for me. And I'm just going to go ahead and add this in there on the inside just to fill it up just a little. Twist a couple of times and fluff. You can turn those edges down under. That's going to fill up that inside. So let's continue to do that. Okay, we got that filled in a little. Okay, and the next thing that we have is some ribbon. And I'm not sure, I think I just want to use this star ribbon. I think I'll try to make about 4 or 5 of these. Okay, let's find a tie. And twist. Twist and fluff. If there's any corner ones, just go ahead and dovetail them, guys. If you got any corner ones. And they may show sometimes and they may not. All right, I'm going to continue to go around. Probably do about 5 of these, maybe 6. And just spread them here and there. I'll put one here. And let's see. We'll see. All right. I'm going to speed this up and get the ribbon done. Okay guys, I just have to attach all of this, and this is how I will lay it out. 2 flags that go up here, this little open spot. I have some flowers I will add. And a little sparkler-like thing. I think this came from the Dollar Tree several years ago. It still looks cute. I think I will add that in here. So I just have to attach this, and I'll show you what it looks like on the door. Here I'm showing it on my front door. We're all ready for our Independence holiday. So guys, thank you for tagging along with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Have a happy 4th and have a great day. Bye.